Global warming, climate changes. What on earth is going on? Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all doing? And as you guessed from the intro, today's topic is global warming. Now, what is actually global warming? Global warming is actually the gradual increase in the temperature of the earth due to increased levels of carbon dioxide and then methane, chlorofluorocarbon, that is the CFCs, and other greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are the gases which trap the heat from the sun and then keep it into the Earth's atmosphere, and this is called greenhouse effect, particularly named after a housing that is made up of glass walls and it traps the heat from the sun, and this greenhouse effect causes global warming. How does the sun play a major role in this global warming? Now the Earth faces the sun and that's what makes day. But when the Earth actually faces the sun, there are three radiations in the sun that actually come to the Earth's surface. The first one is infrared radiation, the second one is visible light, and the third one everyone is familiar with, that is UV radiation, ultraviolet radiation. The first one, infrared radiation, is actually a heat radiation that comes into the Earth's surface with a long wavelength. And therefore, when it has long wavelength, it has less energy to come back to the sun. And therefore, when it has less energy, it's trapped by the greenhouse gases, and therefore it is trapped inside the earth and it cannot escape out of the atmosphere and go into the sun. That's what makes earth heated, and sun plays a major role due to its infrared radiations, and the greenhouse gases also play a major role due to its trapping phenomenon. The causes of global warming. The first one is the burning of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels means actually the coal, the petroleum. When we ride cars, when we drive cars, and when we want to power cars, it runs on petroleum. And therefore, burning of petroleum takes place, which emits carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas, and it causes greenhouse effect, causing global warming. Therefore, burning of fossil fuels also causes global warming. Same with the coal. Electricity comes from coal, and when we burn coal, it emits carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas, and thus it causes global warming. The second most obvious cause of global warming is that deforestation and tree clearing. It is most obvious because we know that trees are our friends. Why is it so? Trees are our friends because it takes the harmful carbon dioxide, convert it to useful oxygen for us, and so that we can breathe and respire. And therefore they are our friends. But when we are trying to build cities, we actually clear out trees and do deforestation, and therefore more carbon dioxide because of us, because when we respire we give out carbon dioxide, and less trees means less trees to actually convert it to oxygen. That means more concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, therefore it causes global warming. Now the third cause of global warming, I would say, are the industrial activities. When we do industrial activities, that's when we actually emit a very large amount of sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, and other greenhouse gases trying to make products, because we burn a lot of petroleum and fossil fuels. And that's the reason industrial activities also cause global warming. Effects of global warming. It is indeed very harmful for us, and that's the reason we have to prevent it before it is too late. But what are the effects of it? Effects are, it is going to make the earth very hot, obviously, and that's the reason the ice of the North Pole and the South Pole are going to melt because of the earth getting hot. And that's the reason there will be flood all over the earth, and when there will be flood all over the earth, the life will be miserable. And the second thing is that it is going to change the climatic patterns of everything, because tropical regions will have more rainfall, and the northern latitudes, they will have shorter and wetter winters, and every life will be miserable, and animal species and plant species will go extinct because of it if it is too late. Is there a way to save the earth from global warming? Yes, there are ways to save the earth from global warming, and we have to follow it before it is too late, because we are at the last stage and the clock is ticking. The first one would be plant more trees. It's the obvious one, because plants are our friends, and that's the reason we have to plant it more and more, because they're going to convert all the carbon dioxide into oxygen that's actually beneficial for us and reduce global warming. So plant more trees. The second one would be use carpooling. Carpooling is actually very important. because we have to take the bus to wherever possible. We have to practice carpooling, because more are the cars on the road, more is the global warming. Why? Because more cars on the road, more is the burning of fossil fuel, petroleum, and more is the emission of carbon dioxide, more is the global warming. Therefore, practice carpooling, take bicycles to wherever possible, and then take buses to wherever possible. If we do all these measures, we can actually make the earth a better place to live in for our next generation, and therefore save it from extinction. So therefore, we have to do our part. We have to spread awareness and ask people to do all these measures, because it would actually make the earth a better place to live in. We humans belong to the earth. The earth does not belong to us. And there is a difference between that. That means that we are part of the nature and we have to do it, so we cannot alter it. And therefore, in order to bring it back, we have to do these measures. Imagine if everyone plants one tree, there will be 7 billion more trees on earth. So therefore, please spread awareness, save our earth, save the ecosystem, save the environment.